Ladies and gentlemen, this is something I've been looking forward to for a long time. This is the new era. This is Star TL. This is Star Recognized Star. This is the megastar, along with the champion who I will allow to introduce himself at this time.
Thank you so much, Star. This is the one and only, your favorite amigo, El Grande Y Negro. 3 count kings. The champion.
The
How you
true
doing today, sir?
champion. Oh, I'm doing well. Busy weekend, star-studded weekend, starting off this week the right way, and
Yeah,
that's with my brother.
man, we had a ball.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Man, as the songwriter said, I got eggs, bacon, turkey, grits, ham, all
Woo,
that, man. Can't. I am today's years old. I didn't know I liked candy yams.
really?
Yeah, man. My wife made some candy yams, brother, brother. Those
Mm,
yams, everything,
okay.
everything.
Hey, listen, a champ like you, I know you must be already back in the gym because you
Man,
gotta stay in shape in order to maintain the gold.
yeah, man. How was your Thanksgiving though?
It was good. A lot of food, a lot of laughs, not too much drinking. Star got to be of sober mind. Um, I'm blessed. That's really all I can say.
Amen, brother.
So, what the people don't know is that during Survivor Series, we were texting back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't a lot of matches, but there were a lot of things to talk about. The 4 matches that took place in San Diego, California. Now, I did do a little immediate reaction video. I didn't post it yet, but just needed I just needed a forum to just get certain things off my chest. But before we get into the matches, is there anything just from the jump or just that you saw that you would just like to call out?
Before we get to that, I would like to let the mark know that Goldie is safe.
Mm,
I'll I would like to let Junkyard know I'm good by myself.
talk about it.
And I would like to let Flex know his time his time is up.
Hmm, Flex. Thought I knew him. Last time I was on this pod, I saw Brent, whoever that is, but
Who is that? Mm,
couldn't
right.
tell you.
Looks like a sucker.
Mm, can't,
Lollipop.
can't disagree with you, but man, you don't know what I've had to endure these damn 15, 16 episodes.
And a star of your magnitude, and I was sitting back and watching, a star of your magnitude never deserves someone to try to outshine the star. It's crazy.
Could you imagine one of the disciples trying to be better and bigger than Jesus? Like that doesn't even make sense.
No.
Like, you know, The Rock used to say, "Know your role and shut your mouth." There's just some statements. I know people say that's a catchphrase, but there's some statements that just kind of hold true
Yeah.
forever. Oh my goodness.
And we see what happens when someone doesn't know their role and shut their mouth.
That's right. And the crazy thing is they're trying to paint me as the bad guy. But you know what? I don't want to go too off
That's
because
later. Yeah.
trying to remain a little calm, cool, and collected. You know what I'm saying? So initial thoughts. It was packed for Survivor Series. I'll give them that. I found it very interesting that for the first time in a while, they decided to talk about how many fans were in attendance. Believe the number was 46,016 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also find it interesting that they have not done that in quite some time in the United States. Now, why is that? That's probably because sales haven't been where they wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know the reason they had a number like that to report was because it was John Cena's second to last match
On ESPN.
on ESPN.
Absolutely.
So they had to show that, it wasn't a flop like Flopapalooza was. So they brought out all the heavy hitters. But I found that interesting because beginning of the year, it was every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Every single week. Oh, a new record gate. This, that. And how quickly that just went away. How quickly that went away.
Yeah, because it shows, in my opinion, when you have to appease stockholders and someone above you, you want to make sure, hey guys, look, we're doing what we said we were going to do, and look, we're doing it better than we said we were going to do it, even though we know it's all smoke and mirrors.
Of course, absolutely. So let's get into this thing, man. Because
let's talk about it.
Man, I had texted you saying they can't mess this up, right? Now, I'm not going to say it was a complete flop.
No.
But could I have found better things to do with my Saturday night? I think so.
100%.
The women's War Games match.
But before we go into that, right?
Okay.
I just wanted to say something.
Yeah.
War Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that we're comparing Lady apples to Granny Smith apples, but we saw what a blood and guts type of style or a gore gimmick match is supposed to look like on AEW television just two maybe 3 weeks prior.
Right.
And for them to give what they gave, WWE to give what they gave, in my opinion, is mid at best. But I'll let you go through the card and we can talk more about it.
Well, to start off with the War Games match, I see that they decided to kind of go Royal Rumble style instead of having all the participants be in that little shark cage, which was interesting, and it kind of gave them an opportunity, to have the full entrance play out. But I don't know. I'm not going to say it was the biggest deal, but obviously it was something noticeable. And I'm not really sure if I like it or not.
Right.
Because having all the participants, competitors in the shark cage, that in itself was like a side story. Who's coming on next? Are they going to fight over who's next? But I don't know. It made it a little interesting.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I like it or not. What about you?
It was interesting. I kind of enjoyed it I feel like if we're not going to have an internal story with the shark cages like we did with Punk and Roman,
yeah,
I don't see a need for the shark cages. But I do like that they did the Royal Rumble type thing. I wish I would have saw, instead of knowing who had the advantage, maybe have like a backstage segment in between each thing to see, all right, we're going to flip a coin or draw or beef, you know what I mean? Just something to be like, okay, who knows, like on a Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday type of thing
Mm,
of, oh, who's going to get the advantage? You know what I mean?
right.
Which I feel like could have made that story just hit a little bit better. But that's just my opinion on it.
No, I agree with you on that. I'm also thinking you don't have to overdo it with the side stories, but if they did have the shark cages, I would have switched up the order where I would have had AJ Lee
Yeah,
enter War Games, and then Becky's still in the cage and she just refuses to get out.
you see what I'm saying? Exactly.
That works into pretty much what we've been seeing on TV. So I think that was a missed opportunity, even just for that rivalry, because even with the way War Games concluded, that's still the storyline that they're pushing.
Yeah,
So why not do that? Becky is the all bark no bite in this feud, but AJ Lee is, well, love bites back, right?
she's Phil's wife in this situation. Unfortunately,
Mm,
she's not even AJ Lee anymore, brother.
mm,
Unfortunately, because
okay.
yeah, they just floundered it. Like it's just floundering. You know,
Yeah. You think she was away for too long after Flopapalooza?
potentially. Yeah, yeah. I feel like they had to not save face, but every so often, once WWE gets a little stale, they'll cash in on the nostalgia type of act to help get through until they can make a new star or new story or something like that. And I just think that was what that was.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Um, what I've realized is they're really good at the production. They're really good at sometimes the storyline. They're good at aesthetics. The one thing they're really really great at is, yeah, the matches may not be 5 stars. Yeah, you might feel like you wasted your time, but there's going to be at least one thing that's going to make you say, damn, I got to see what happens next week.
Yep, that's WWE formula. Cliffhanger. I,
Exactly.
oh, I got to see next week. Yeah,
Hmm.
to where how we're kind of jumping ahead a little bit. How War Games ended
Yeah,
set us up for we can't wait till 8 o'clock to watch Raw tonight just to see are they going to say anything about that.
right,
Just a glimpse, 30 seconds serves us like, all right, I'm glad I watched this 2 hour long program for that 30 seconds of them telling me what that was.
right.
You know what I mean?
And even Triple H has come out on Instagram saying, Monday Night Raw is going to be epic. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
I heard that before.
Oh, or 2 weeks ago, uh, tonight's Raw changed the landscape of WWE. What has happened? Nothing.
Yeah, what changed?
Nothing. There's a mask man.
Wow. And the thing is, the way WWE is, the masked man becomes more important than who's under the mask.
To where the masked man could be anybody. It might be this
Anyway.
person, but because we see this person getting so much attention and it's not him, we're gonna
Hmm.
make it him.
Right. And then once the grand reveal, you're going to be like, oh, it was him.
It's him.
And then
Damn,
the
I knew
next
this
part
three
is,
weeks
what are
ago.
your motives? Why?
Yep.
That's all it is. It's lazy booking. I feel like with something like that, like, cool, try and make it look like it was Seth. That's fine. We know it ain't him. You could have made it a little bit more believable, because why would he help the people that kicked him out of his own group? Anyway, let's talk about the women.
Right.
Now
Great
I
match
had,
though.
huh?
I said the women's match was a great match. Like I really enjoyed that match.
So it was good, but there's still a part of me that feels like, man, did this need to be a War Games match? And maybe I'm making a little bit too much sense, but War Games to me is like last resort.
Hell in the Cell.
Hell in a Cell. That's not match one of a feud. Unless you did something pretty damn vile to set it off.
Right.
You had Rio, and then they've been feuding with Asuka and Kyrie. Cool, but it didn't get to War Games level. I would have at least had a few tag team matches between them to really show the hatred. So that's go on.
Oh no, here's a crazy thing. What happened to the old school Survivor Series match where it's an elimination tag?
Oh, you mean SmackDown?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like what happened to that? To where you can still get what you want to get across. It's kind of a misstep, in my opinion, of WWE acting like AEW don't exist to a certain extent, to where they just did y'all match 2 weeks ago. Did you see the meme of Becky in between the rope and the cage? And it was like a clear maybe through
yeah.
2 inches, and then she's screaming like she's being killed. But then, not to say WWE did it better, because I didn't like that garbage, but you had a woman step in glass and kick somebody in the face. Someone take a mirror and hit another person over the head. You know, that's war. That's by any means. That's I have to win no matter what type of mentality, type of depiction. WWE really dropped the ball, bro.
I agree. I do not want to give haters an opportunity to disrupt this new, whatever we got going on here. But
What's going on?
the comments a little hot. Seems like Lady Flex is questioning who in the blue hell are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm your champion. I'm your champion. Grande Y Negro. What you talking about? What you talking about? It's Monday, people. It's Monday. It's not Sunday night. It's Monday. I'm your champion. Treat me as such.
That's all that needs to be said.
Who's Brent? How about that one? Who's Brent? Who's Brent? I never met Brent in my life. But he hijinxed it. So why can't I? And do a way better job, might I add, as your champion. He's not wearing suits. He's not wearing diamonds. This is a Rolex on my wrist.
That's right.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He's not wearing gold. He doesn't look like my great co-star to my right, the Star. He doesn't look like that.
Never will.
So the question she needs to ask is, who is she? Because I know who I am. Who are you?
Who is you?
Sorry.
Moving on. Oh, I don't wanna yawn to death. So yeah, honestly, you got We're Not Friends, and then Nia Jackson Lash Legend. Again, relatively new rivalry. I mean, Nia Jackson Lash Legend, relatively new partnership.
Yeah.
So I'm like, War Games though? That's crazy. That's crazy. Becky and AJ, you also could have sold me on that if there were a little bit more interaction between the two, aside from AJ costing Becky her championship. To me, it doesn't scream War Games. It screams separate feuds. We got beef. Let's just put it all in one match. But it did not feel like, oh man, they're about to go crazy and rip each other to shreds. It was a good display of athleticism, spots, but as you were saying, compared to like Blood and Guts, it wasn't violent. It was literally like a borderline TV no disqualification match in a structure that was not used the way it should have been used.
Precisely.
That's pretty much it. You take the cage structure away,
It's a TV match.
that's it. It's a TV match that we used to get back in the day with the stars,
With
but
the
all
stars.
of a sudden it has to be a big four to get that much star power in one match. When we used to have, the 2-man power trip versus Y2J and Redacted on weekly television.
Redacted is crazy. but really though, and they'll put on dope slobber knockers of matches.
Exactly.
No gimmick, just a 2-on-2 tag team match.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, out of scale of 1 to 5, what would you grade that match?
I'm giving it a 3.
Middle
Because
of the road, yeah.
the in-ring wasn't bad. It just didn't belong in that type of match.
Right.
For that match, a 5-on-5 works perfectly. The elimination style, the classic Survivor Series, perfect. But other than that, didn't deserve it.
Oh, I'm about to sound like a hater.
Uh-oh.
Just because
Oh, boy.
Just because the men have to have a War Games, that does not mean that the women have to have a War Games, and vice versa. If there's a story to where the women need a War Games or a Hell in a Cell or a big gimmick type of match, that's fine. You don't then have to say, well, we have to do it for the men too. Because like you said, if prime example, if the girls did the traditional 5-on-5 and then the men did the War Games, that's fine. That's fine, because you kill 2 birds, 1 stone. You still get your War Games thing off, but then you also keep your tradition of being Survivor Series.
That's right.
It's like you're trying to get out of the VKM thing, but it's like until you want to change your name to TKO Wrestling, you're VKM, dog. Just go ahead and make it better. Just make it better. You ain't gotta remake the wheel. But yeah, man. 2 out of 5, bro. Easy. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. That match was good pacing wise, but like you said, it didn't make sense for it to be a War Games match, and pacing wise, it wasn't treated as such.
Right.
So,
oh man, I got so many people hitting up the star. I'm like, guys, I'm recording. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Crazy. It's crazy how people are talking, but they won't say it to you. I said it's crazy how people are talking, but they won't say it to you.
Of course not.
We call those people cowards.
That's right. Funny enough, Flex is on some "how dare you" energy because he saw that we're live. What once was, but no longer is.
Hey, man.
Well,
the trash man comes every Thursday, don't he?
That's right. That is right. And speaking of trash can, we did get the EO spot.
Yeah, we did. That was the best part of the match, in my opinion. That was the most. Oh, I hope she doesn't fall. I hope she's okay. Type of spot.
Let me go on shop.wwe and see if they're actually selling the trash can. I'm just curious. Let me see. EO Sky.
That's hilarious.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, but it will
Not
be there
yet.
very soon.
Oh, yeah. Very soon. They definitely have an autographed photo, but I believe this one was from Survivor Series last year.
Ah.
Because now they're going to have that new trash can, as some commemorative.
Type of yep.
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 It's all about the money.
Come on now.
It looked fire, but what the hell am I going to do with a trash can? Except use it.
Use it. Either use it or it's for those people that have a room that's for that type of stuff.
Yeah, they're like a collectibles, right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if that's how you want to spend $99.99, assuming that's the cost, by all means.
$99, bro? Nah. That's $229, dog.
$229.
That's $229, brother.
When I think about how much the Money in the Bank briefcase is, you probably right.
You feel me? Exactly. Because
imagine getting that in the mail. Sheesh.
Impossible. Impossible.
Well, my personal opinion, for better or for worse, I think the next match on the card was the best match on the card. But we also have opinions. Would you like to start this off?
I am going to I'm on the defer to you start because you seem like you're very, very happy with what this match was and
Well, this is the reason why I kind of have Survivor Series as a whole, maybe like a forehead above water.
Okay.
So, I mean, if y'all don't know by now, then are you really wrestling fans? You probably shouldn't even be watching us right now. But we are talking about John Cena, Intercontinental Champion, defending against Dirty Dominic Mysterio in Dom's hometown of San Diego, California.
Orderly.
And I had predicted Dom would win. It was not going to be clean, which I knew. But how it actually played out is completely different than what I actually thought would have happened. Now, the match is all right. It's going well. Then we see that spot with the Hurricanrana that now I'm like, was it meant to be botched on purpose? Because that's how you create the entry point for a fake injury.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I unfortunately know about fake injuries, for I was there in person when Seth Rollins faked his injury against LA Knight. But I was like, this one was a little bit more believable with Dom because of how he landed. Seth, there was no tweak, there was nothing. And in person, I was saying,
nah,
he's faking it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, yo, damn, they really dragging this.
Mm-hmm.
BFT 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, I still don't believe it. But I want my money back because I did not pay to see a fake injury. Moving on. Now, I got to give Cena some props here because this guy sold for the women. He really sold the Tejana Bomb and Pop Rocks. And then all of a sudden, Dirty Dom swoops back in and tries to finish off what I would consider the second most shocking victory of the year which would come after Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. And to much of the chagrin as for both of us, the ref, as we have said in football and in basketball, no one came to see you.
No one.
Your job is to make sure that there are no bending of the rules and to count to 3.
Ring the bell.
It's not the time to stand on some moral high ground. The ref got in his feelings. And I've seen that the refs have been getting in their feelings a little too much. It happened with Drew McIntyre. It's happened with whatever Becky Lynch is dealing with Jessica Carr. I don't like it. If the match ended that way, that it would have been short, but less is more. So then the match continues. So now it's who's going to win. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, wait. The Judgment Day came out. Issue number 2 for me.
Mm-hmm.
They have been dangling this carrot of the Judgment Day falling apart for
a year.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah.
Specifically, Dirty Dom along with Finn and JD, but really Dirty Dom and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been having, El Grande Americano, who obviously is not in the same class as you, to interfere in his matches and to help him out whenever he needs it. And who gets upset when that happens? Finn Balor and JD. Who did they blame when they lost their tag team championships? Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Who's helped Dominic in Mexico? El Grande Americano.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me that this preaching of Judgment Day is a family is supposed to convince me that that's the reason Finn Balor and JD came out? To help Dirty Dom? Why? When will this end?
Right.
So, they interfere. It ends up in a great spot of a double AA by Cena. Still got to be Super Cena.
Washed Super Cena, but still Super Cena.
Correct. Had to pick 2 of the slimmest dudes. Finn Balor got like no body fat anyway.
Yep.
I think the heaviest part about that AA was, the 35-inch rim size head of JD McDonough. And then the match continues. And then guess what? More shenanigans. The ref, that same ref who was on a moral high ground, decided to take a nap. And then we hear an oh so familiar theme song. This is how they decided to bring back Liv Morgan.
Wasted.
El Grande. I gotta ask you a question. Did we have any idea Liv Morgan was gonna show up?
No. Yes. No. Actually, no. She's supposed to be actually doing a movie or something.
Yeah.
So see, waste opportunity, wasted.
Agreed.
Because boom, and I don't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
They say they don't do that. They end the match where they end the match tonight. Yes. Raquel and I forgot her name, but they want to Roxanne want to, let's say, throw a party for Dominic because he got both his belts back again,
Mm-hmm.
and they getting touchy, feely, touchy. Liv come back, or the next week Liv come back in the pseudo type of Rhea type of thing because it's been almost a year and a half since that happened. We
Mm-hmm.
have forgotten that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where Liv's come back is her a bigger baby face than ever because we kind of need faces. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I just feel like it was just a waste. They tried to jam in 30 minutes into 15,
Mm-hmm.
and it just looks sloppy, in my opinion. It just
Wouldn't
looks.
wouldn't it be truthful now if Triple H had said tonight's Raw is going to be epic, and we're all thinking that this epic announcement has to do with the Masked Man, but it's
And it's
actually Liv
Liv
Morgan coming
Morgan.
back.
That's a crazier pop. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yes.
This is the type of booking that makes us stars, aside from Flex and these other two guys. I won't speak on them because those your peoples.
They're the other two members of the OJs. You know,
Mm,
you know who Eddie Lavert is. That's Gerald's daddy.
that's right.
Who's the other two?
Who who
Who
who
who
who
who
who?
who 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 are the other two?
Mm,
You know, that's who they are. I'm Eddie.
mm. Yeah, people
Don't you
know you.
ever think about leaving? See, that's
Mm,
Eddie. That's Eddie. Okay,
that's
okay.
right.
But yeah,
That's
no,
right.
man.
Because
It
that idea would work perfectly. They throw celebration because the thing is, they seem to not be doing this Roxanne Dom love interest thing, which I
mm-hmm.
also thought was a failed opportunity. But maybe that was the original plan before Liv got hurt
Yeah,
or before they found out how long she'll be out.
right.
But similar to um what's that thing called? Similar to like FMLA or just something like that. Your employer knows when you're coming back. You planned Liv Morgan's return to be at Survivor Series.
Hoping,
So would that be
hoping that
Mhm.
John Cena rub of kicking him in the nuts would do what? Pop?
As if she needed that?
She's coming back when she got hurt when we already love her.
Exactly. And that was as a heel. So imagine a face turn. Bruh.
Like Triple H 2002, brother.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. So I'm saying like if you really like I wasn't sold on the fact that Liv was actually gonna turn on Dom because my question would have simply been why? If anything, Dom hasn't really done anything in terms of what he's known for.
Mm-hmm. Not yet, at least. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Why
There was a
can't
point where
Dom turn?
Dom's just like, yo, Dom wins at life. Dom got titles. Gets the women.
Dom gets the chicken fingers. Yeah, no. Dom is living life. To where
Mm,
wouldn't it be more fitting for Dom to turn his back on Liv? Because without Liv, he's gotten 2 championships. He's a,
two.
you know what I mean? He's a double champion without Liv. Now it would be cool if tonight Dom gives her like the cold shoulder or something.
It would be because Dom is a user.
Yeah,
Because we still have the dynamic of Liv and them and the girls. Because now it's like, well, Raquel won tag titles with Roxanne. She's been pushed as a solo star herself in the absence of Liv Morgan. She's already had a title shot
yeah.
without Liv Morgan. And if we're being honest, that would have been Liv's spot. So there's a storyline there, but we're simply talking about the return.
Turn it didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense.
Cheap pop. It was a cheap pop.
And honestly, her reenacting Cena's heel turn, it didn't do it for me.
Unless that's how she turns on Dom.
Okay. Well,
To
I
to
guess
where
we
it's
gotta
like,
tune
I'll give
in.
you egg there, but that's the small piece of the pie opposed to what pie are we making.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
The pie got to be good. I don't care if it's a little piece or if it's not good, I'm not gonna eat the pie.
that's right.
So I just hope they do it right, because this shit's gonna turn me into an AEW fan, brother.
I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And
Yeah,
and the thing is, it's not that difficult. I mean, we pretty much just laid it out. It's not that difficult. But hey, AI, I
AI.
digress.
Now to the worst match of the evening.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Dom wins for those again who's
Oh
living under a rock.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Dom always wins. But yeah, no, bro, the worst match of the night, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, it is Stephanie Van Kerr versus Nikki Bella for the WWE Women's Championship. And I felt like it's not their fault. I'm gonna just preface it by this: it's not their fault. I
Interesting.
I believe that WWE sees that they have a needle mover, and instead of let's find out what type of needle that this person moves, let's just throw her out there and we'll figure it out at the end. I'm talking about Stephanie. And then we're gonna put a historically wimpy baby face that's not fully powered without her sister to give a real challenge to the new champion. It just told me y'all don't know what to do with Stephanie. Y'all gave her this belt. Y'all know what to do with her. Who can y'all put with her to give her quality wins as champion without the person she's beating being buried? And we're going to bring back a fringe Hall of Famer who's her friend for 3 weeks and then turns on her for no reason. But then we're going to 6 weeks before that, we're going to give the belt to a champion who you can't tell me their character. You can't tell me her finisher move. You can tell me her signature though. You can't tell me her finisher move. You can't tell me what her why is. You can't tell me why she wears the horns. You can't tell me none of this. You just expect me to be, oh, she's a dope Latina that can really wrestle, and that the Devil's Kiss move that she got is A1 because
A
of
move
Booker
that
T.
she did not put over.
That Booker T put over.
That's
Because
right.
come on, bro. But this the champion. I feel like they set them up for failure, and even if they had a 5-star match, it couldn't get off the stink that they have on each other because this feud makes no sense.
Yeah. It was a filler match. That's really all it is. It's a filler match. And the thing is, the storyline was whack. Nikki, to my knowledge, didn't say why either.
Just jealous. Why? Jealous.
That's pretty much it. Just like I didn't come back just to, be cool with everyone. Like I still have goals of my own. Okay. Great. I'm
But
sorry.
then she's a Hall of Famer, correct?
Because of Total Divas, let's just keep it 100.
I mean, yes, but she's still a Hall of Famer. Is Stephanie Van Kerr a Hall of Famer?
I mean, no, I wouldn't say so. It's way too early.
It's
but
still early.
she needs quality matches in order to have a Hall of Fame worthy
Type of career
resume.
within WWE, right?
Yep.
Why is the Hall of Famer jealous? If anything, I'm a Hall of Famer. Let me show you how to wear that chip because you're not wearing it correctly.
Well, I will say to oppose that, the Hall of Famer hasn't also been living up to her title either.
No, 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 no. But since we here, and since we're gonna call her a Hall of Famer every third sentence, we're gonna hold you to it. And when you fall short, we should be able to say, "Yo, you stink."
Yeah. The seventh guy on the bench does not get criticized for a bad game more than the first ballot Hall of Famer or the perennial All-Star player.
Yes,
And that's really what it is. But when you kind of somehow sneak in and get that title, you're not just Nikki Bella, you're Hall of Famer Nikki Bella.
your Hall of Famer, Nikki Bella.
It's just that simple. And as much as you had said WWE set them up for failure, I still have to put the blame on the two of them. Because if you remember, which I do very clearly because, again, not to gloat, but, stars attend worthwhile events. So when I went to Evolution 2, just as most of the year, because every PLE or Saturday Night's main event was like 3 weeks apart from each other, there wasn't really much of a build to Evolution 2.
Right.
They picked the weekend because I believe it was All In weekend for AEW, and specifically in Atlanta, Georgia, the same night as Evolution 2, Cowboy Carter had sold out
I
a
remember that.
larger venue across the street
Yep.
because State Farm Arena and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they're walking distance from each other.
Yep.
So as I spent the entire weekend in downtown Atlanta with meet and greets and a whole bunch of things, on that Sunday, I see cowboys, cowgirls, people who don't know what gender they are. And I'm like, y'all really thought this through, didn't y'all? But what I did see, and I will have to evaluate up until this point, but up until that point in the middle of July, that was like the best PLE of the year for me personally. And that's with practically almost no storylines. And then we ended up having, which I know that, we are stars, but I know that there are things that we may not agree with or agree on. But that Io Sky Rhea Ripley match, that was top tier. And then you added the cash in, which was just like, I was speechless. So with all of that being said, Evolution 2 to me was the women's way of saying, you didn't give us a storyline, but the fans are going to know that the matches are still going to be fire. And every time that a story fails or is just not compelling enough to get the fans invested, the performers got to go out and perform so that the conversation is, man, the match was really good. I wish that they had a story that just put everything together.
I agree. I'll agree with you on that. But then, do you blame more the heel then? Because my whole issue was about the match personally. I didn't believe Nikki Bella as a heel. She didn't work as a heel.
She didn't.
Where how do we want this face to win, or you know what I mean, or just the back and forth of this combat battle, the heel got to be the heel. The heel ain't healing.
Yeah, I think for me, first of all, I really don't think Stephanie was selling Nikki's offense much.
No.
I think the pace definitely helped Nikki, who's obviously an
Oh,
older superstar, someone who's not really, a high flyer or anything like that. She's just not that good. She's just not that good. You know what Nikki Bella is? Nikki Bella is a diva. Nikki Bella is the
Sable.
one that people like to look at. You know, she has the sexuality and all those things. She has the merch. She had the TV show. She's a celebrity. She
She's
was
not a wrestler.
never the best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She just got popular, and then John Cena.
John, mother effing Cena.
That's it. That's all she had. And then Hall of Famer. Is Nikki Bella a Hall of Famer by herself?
No.
Or is she a Hall of Famer as a part of the Bella twins?
She's a Hall of Famer based upon Entertainment Channel putting on Total Bellas and Divas for what, like 4 seasons?
That's it.
5 seasons?
You're a celebrity.
Yeah.
That's all it is. If you take the Dudley Boys and you split them up, are you expecting if it's now like CM Punk defending his world title versus Bubba Ray Dudley or Bully Ray or whatever, are you expecting Hall of Famer Bully to give you even a 4-star match? No. That's not what he's known for.
No.
I think maybe the exception is maybe the Hardy Boys, but that's because we're used to them successful together and successful apart.
And to be honest with you, they were successful apart once Matt got the Woken gimmick, delete. But before then, it was Jeff Hardy or nobody. You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
no, really, no. That's a great point. Great point you got there.
So Stephanie wins. Also, Nikki Bella botched the Devil's Kiss that happened in the ring.
Yep.
I know people want to paint me as the bad guy. I know I had the grand reveal as a heel, but to be honest with you, Flex is the real heel. If I'm really being honest, if anything, I was showing him a mirror of what I think of him.
Yeah.
But I say that to say, Nikki, you should be used to being on your knees. So honestly, you should have been able to cooperate with that move.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Star. Hey, look. Once again, WWE having that faith in her shows how messed up WWE is right now.
And you just took a Devil's Kiss on the announcer table. Your knees were up.
Hey, man. She was, hey.
I don't even know what to say. So, yeah. Stephanie wins. Main event time. Main event time. Now, what I'll say about this, because I know you have opinions. I think in terms of the physicality, it felt like a War Games match. I still felt like it was missing some things. And I still think that the formation of the teams were random. I still don't know why Cody Rhodes joined the team. And I still don't know why on select posters, Cody Rhodes is smack dab in the middle. I know the championship he has, but where and how does he play a part in the story? And you had Cody Rhodes there before Drew McIntyre showed up. So what was his beef? Who was his arch nemesis that he needed to settle the score within War Games?
Evil. Cody Rhodes wants us to believe that he is the person that gets away, that gets rid of evil. He is the purity that could aid the baby faces in becoming, what they are. He saves by getting rid of the impure, which is the evil. So it doesn't matter as long as Kofi, I mean not Kofi, but as long as Cody Rhodes, his middle name is Kofi. As long as Cody Rhodes has this blonde hair, wears suits, has a championship, and is given 10 minutes to talk, he's going to get rid of evil. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. I enjoyed that War Games match because, like you said, it started like a War Games. If you know anything about these type of matches, it works best when the heels are not controlling but are on top 65-35.
Yeah.
You want the baby faces or the biggest baby face to come in and help their team to victory, which I thought was going to happen.
Right.
What killed the whole thing for me, and we can talk about it more in depth, is you saw that the baby faces started to get the advantage. It was the last two people have to come out.
Mm-hmm.
The baby faces get the advantage. They're beating the heels. And then out of nowhere, you see Jey Uso look at the camera. And when I saw him, and this is when I know it's going to be some BS, because I ain't seen him do this yet. I saw the camera from hard cam go straight to him. And then the dude on the corner, Stu, straight to him like, oh, snap, right? I'm like, okay, I hope he don't do this. He proceeded to run it back. And I almost felt like James E. Cornette, and I almost threw my computer because I'm like, what is this? You guys almost blow it, get it back, and right before y'all about to go over the top, you want to get your and excuse my French, you want to get your shit in. You want to be a green independent wrestler and get your stuff in. Come on, bro. And to think that WWE was okay with this in order to set up the quote unquote record skipping stopping type of moment.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't have to do that to get that across. You didn't have to.
It took the seriousness out of the War Games match.
Yep.
Like, could you like War Games, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell? Could you imagine that you're so focused on violence, carnage, destruction, and then that theme song plays?
We're gonna have fun for 2 seconds. We're gonna have fun real quick because I know I'm bleeding. I know I'm battered, but hey, y'all looking at me? We gonna break the fourth wall. We gonna have fun. Nah, bro.
Now, he was definitely acting a fool while he was on top of the cage. Because, I mean, if you want to not look at it from that lens, it was like, bro, like, this guy's a clown. Yeah. But, again, Flex reminds me of Jey Uso. Bro, there's a time and a place for certain things. Act accordingly. And Jey Uso, honestly, not acting like a star. Definitely not one that I recognize.
Does not look like a star. And no. Here's the craziest thing. If they still wanted to do that spot, cool. For it to go on for seemingly 25 to 45 seconds was too much. It was too long for me. Let's say he do the once he get up there about to get to the cage, you know what I mean? To like, oh snap, we are in War Games. I can't have fun. That's right.
Honestly, he shouldn't have even done it at all. I think at the very most, if he did this and then Brock Lesnar's
If it,
music hit, I would have been like,
perfect,
perfect.
perfect, perfect. You know exactly. But for them to pull the trigger and act like it was a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown for 45 seconds really killed the thing for me. Really.
To be honest with you, do you think having your entrance play a second time? Now I know his entrance is better than a lot of people's entrance, but wouldn't you say that's heel behavior?
Yeah. Because y'all praise me. I'm going to run this back so y'all can tell me how great I am.
Hmm,
It's just me, Oos. Day one ish. It's
that's
just
right.
me. For me. For me. Look. For me. You know what I mean?
That's
And
like
it's like
some bask in my glory.
type of thing.
Hmm.
Literally. And I really hope that he turns, but they need to either pull the plug on Jay. It's the same way, and I don't mean to get off topic. It's the same thing. The Usos, not the Usos, but the Usos in the sense get stale every 2.5 years. And at that 2.5 year mark, everything, the writing's on the wall. Hey, let's switch it up. But they will go another maybe a year, another 8 months doing the same thing until it's showing on paper and in their pockets that this thing is starting to wind down.
Mm,
That's a thing. Not to talk about this guy as a grace because he's not. But there's that's certain Vince things that you could see right before they happen. Let's pivot before it comes crashing down. Hulkamania. They did that with Hulkamania. They did that with The Undertaker, with Kane, Cena, Triple H. They Rock. They've done it to where once it feels like it's about to get stale, let's switch it. And for some
yeah.
reason, Jay has been stuck. Jay and Jay Tammy, I guess they've been stuck in their gimmicks too long.
And I feel like Jimmy is worse because, like, has he even peaked? Is there a peak?
Yes.
At least with Jay, like you knew when he was white hot,
Yep.
and that was. I mean, honestly, I think it was between Rumble and WrestleMania, like blazing hot. And it's not necessarily that at this point, December 1st, that what he was in the beginning of the year should have been different today. I
Mm-hmm.
just think that the way that he's portrayed himself from then to now hasn't given people a reason to continue caring. His
He.
matches hasn't been great.
Mm-hmm.
His title run wasn't that great. His promo skills are trash.
Yep.
So there's been no evolution of the character. This was your I don't want to say classic case of underdog because that's what they were building,
Mm-hmm.
but like at least as he was kind of getting into that Gunther rivalry, it just seemed as if
He wasn't supposed to be there.
he wasn't supposed to be there, but because of how confident he was, he almost kind of was believable in the sense that he wasn't afraid.
Yes. Do you think that goes, or do you think that's solely based upon the Uso Penitentiary thing that they were doing?
I do, but my issue is he couldn't articulate it well. And I think that's the only reason. Like, if Jey Uso was able to really deliver promos, I don't think they'd have to do the entire Jimmy being bloodied thing in the ring.
Right. Yeah.
They did it to save it. But even after that,
Sympathy.
bro, like even after that, I'm just like, yo, you're supposed to be pissed. The WrestleMania match, what
Him
I would have,
versus Gunther,
yeah,
he won't supposed to come out in the crowd First Gunther, he comes out through how everyone comes out before the bell rings. We're brawling. I'm not allowing the announcer to announce your name, my name, one fall, nothing. Ding, 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 ding. Or before the match actually start, I'm messing you up to where you got to push me away or do some heinous, and then the match starts 5 minutes, 6 minutes later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
or even if you wanted to keep that entrance, once the bell rings, I need Jey Uso to be, punching Gunther, 4 out of a 5 count, and the referee's pushing him away.
mm-hmm. Show that you're
Where's
upset.
the anger? Where is the anger? Once I saw that, I was just like,
he ain't got it.
Downhill.
He ain't got it. And
Downhill.
It sucks that he's the son of a wrestler. So you would think that just like innately you would get it. But maybe because he has gotten it so long, it's like whatever now.
It's a damn shame. But again, this is what happens when you have 2 stars who have opinions. Let's get back to the War Games match. What else do you want to call out? Is there anything else that really stuck out?
I love the fact that in the War Games match there has to be color.
Oh my gosh. Don't you think they could have sold that better though?
Yeah.
It's just like the camera was away and then you're like, oh, Punk is bleeding.
Yep. Literally. It just felt like a last minute match put together.
Which is wild because of all the names involved.
But that makes sense though, because all the names involved. Who's gonna be the chief? Who's gonna be the Indian? Who's gonna listen to the producer?
Okay. I get it. I mean,
because at the end of the day, we're not talking about that match. We're talking about who's the masked man.
Yeah. I mean, that's almost like us coming together to do a pod and being unprepared, but like we're professionals, we're stars. Yeah, sure. Could we freestyle it? Absolutely. But there's a certain level of quality. Plus, we can provide quality and make you want to tune in the next time. Why can't they do that with their PLEs?
It's too hard.
Is it?
Too much time.
They're getting paid well, though.
If I know that I can make $1,000 in 10 minutes, why would I try to make $20,000 in 12? Let me just keep making my $10,000 every 10 minutes. I know it's consistent. I ain't trying too hard. I'm gonna still get the same reward. Not to say that's great, but that's kind of what they're doing.
That's why I'm not recording with Flex.
Man, you see what I dropped off the homies. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
But who do you think the masked man is, though?
It could be you.
All right, no.
Hey, if you're keeping it a buck, I'm looking at someone wearing a mask. Now, it's not the same mask, but if you're familiar wearing masks, if you're a champion in your own right, if you have athleticism, could be you.
It could be
and
me.
We won't know.
It could be you. You wearing all black. You got the shades on. You have the stature too, bro.
You mean that I would help the heels win?
I mean, you will help the stars win. You help the stars win. You know what I mean? So, I hope it's Theory. I really hope it's why. For me personally, Theory, when given the chance, he has the look. He could cut a promo, and he is very competent in the ring.
That he is.
I feel like he is the package that WWE is missing in the sense of that snarky, punchable, faced heel that can really be taken seriously.
Oh, so that eliminates Grayson Waller. All right, continue.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, Grayson Waller's good, but he's not believable.
Yeah.
He's, you know what I mean? But Theory is a believable guy. He looks like an ass. He can talk and they pick that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like Montez Ford could be that as well.
Mm.
Now that's like my dark horse, like if if hell freezes over pick, but I feel like he could be a dope character as well because last 6 years we've been waiting for it.
Right.
And when last time you seen them on television? Last time you seen them on television, it was I forgot his name, the other guy, looking like he was fed up with it, with B-Fad.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So it's like we haven't seen them on TV in the last 2-3 weeks. I don't think so. So what are they doing? It would be dope to have Montez Ford say, "I'm done with this. I'm taking over now. It's my time."
Right.
You know what I mean? The same way of a Triple H with DX or a Rock with the Nation. You know, it's my time.
Mm-hmm. So if it is Austin, first of all, I saw some ridiculous and, probably something that Flex would say. Yeah. I saw someone say, oh, it's Chris Jericho.
All right.
He clearly could climb a cage that quickly at this point in his life, right?
He's fat. He's fat. Some bitch fat.
Man, imagine being fat and old. That's
and
crazy.
Old, bro. Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely not. Montez would be very interesting. Now, I hear you about what you're saying about Austin Theory. I'm going to disagree just based off of this. They haven't sold him as someone who deserves that spot. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve the spot. I'm just saying, just think about it in terms of like the casual fan.
Yeah.
If you unmask and it's Austin Theory, are you excited? Are you like, oh, or are you like,
who's that guy?
Right. Well, it could be, or it could also just be like, oh, it's just Austin Theory. Like, right. Like, the masked person, pardon me, is not the new leader of the group.
He's their henchman.
What was that?
I said, so is he their henchman? Is he their fall guy?
But then that kind of makes him not that interesting anymore. Like, as much as I want to see Austin Theory back, I feel like this masked man it's a big spot. It's a big spot. And the thing is, like, just based off of name alone, Austin Theory is not.
Isn't it?
He isn't it. So the thing that I've had an issue predominantly this year with WWE is the why. Because, again, this person also attacked Punk. So now this person is going to be, public enemy number one.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to now all of a sudden like fight Punk? Like, I'm just like, what's his ceiling? What is he going to grow into? Is he just another member that you're like, oh yeah, he did this thing once? Because that's what it is. When we fantasy book, we always there needs to be a huge payoff.
Yeah.
For WWE, they just care about the drama.
The drama of it all. Yeah.
The payoff doesn't have to be The payoff doesn't have to be a payoff.
The payoff could be someone giving birth to a foot.
Oh my God.
I mean, no, but really though. But that's why I was like, it got to be something good. I also thought about Maxwell Jacob Freeman, even though he's hurt and he paid, he has a multi-year deal with AEW. But if you saying star, the only right choice is Maxwell Jacob Freeman because he has
Absolutely.
history with Punk. He's a heel.
Yeah.
He can get over.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And
the
you
second
take that
coming of
mask
Flair.
off, and if you wanted to milk that, he is the type of person that when you have the grand reveal, you're like, whoa.
You ain't gotta say nothing. You show his
You
face,
ain't
and it's
gotta
like,
say nothing. Then that I'll just be like, bravo. But as I had said, the masked man and the identity of said person, it still doesn't make up for the flaws of the match. Because that is just a precursor to what's to come, not what transpired.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, listen. Overall, I mean, funny enough, overall, I give the entire PLE a 3 out of 5. The type of thing where I probably only remember like one thing from some of the matches. Io flying off, but that's not because she flew off. It's because she's like we're expecting it to
That's
happen.
her thing.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if that really counts, even though she did a swanton, which was cool. The Cena Dom match, I'm gonna need some time because, well, actually, damn, the end of the year is really just 3 weeks away.
But yeah.
I don't know if I'm thinking about this match at the end of the year more than who his final match is, which I don't even know if you want to get into that because since we now know the final four, once I kind of saw that shakeout, I was just like, Dom's winning because maybe with the exception of LA Knight, neither of these guys need to be Intercontinental Champion, assuming they would defeat Cena in his last match. Solos on SmackDown, not going to work. Gunther, that's beneath him. Jey Uso could be IC champion, but he's already been world champion. So it's like just by...
we just downgraded, right?
Yeah.
Year.
And then LA Knight, it would just be more so like, well, he was US champ on SmackDown. He ain't going to be world champion anytime soon. Let's give him something.
Yeah.
But are we really going to get LA Knight and Cena? I guess we'll see as soon as tonight. Do I really want to see a finals between Jey Uso and Gunther? Absolutely not. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, so the Stephanie's match, I will not be talking about that probably ever again. And then the men's War Games match, I'm probably not going to talk about anything inside the match. It's going to be the Masked Man, which is crazy because you have all this star power and you have a non-competitor who steals the headlines. I don't even think I care about how Roman confronted the champions or what. Like, it's just who's the Masked Man and story moves on. That's it.
Which in my opinion shows you that WWE doesn't have as many number ones as they think they do, and they have far too many threes that they're trying to make as twos.
That's wild. Yeah. Wow.
Unfortunately.
And threes that they're trying to make twos in a one spot.
There you go.
Which is exactly what happened to Jey Uso.
Because is Jey Uso a one?
Absolutely not.
Is Jey Uso a two?
Absolutely not.
he's He's a fringe 3 at best, but they're trying to make him a number 1.
Yeah, and the thing is that for a moment, like, he felt like a believable 2. And the thing is, if you're a 2, most of the time, so if you're a 1, so I believe it's easier for a 1 to become a 2 than a 2 to become a 3.
Yeah.
Because a 1 can have their time, but it's really just how you're booked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Randy Orton, because they had different brands and all that. So when Randy was number 1 on his brand, he was number 1. But it's easier for Randy to go from a 1 to a 2. Now let's just say, for conversation's sake, that Randy is a true 2. Randy's not going to be a 3. Even when he's been in tag teams with guys who are 3s, whether it's his promos, whether it's just his stature, you're always like, damn, that person's teaming up with Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like you become a solidified 2 if you have 3 world reigns. 2 to 3 world reigns, you're a bona fide number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's not, because like you just said, you can put Grayson Waller with Randy Orton, and Grayson Waller will come up.
That's what happened to Riddle.
Literally, I'd never liked Riddle, but
Same.
once he teamed up with Randy Orton, I paid attention.
That's
Great
right.
fucking yes, great take.
And really, really good tag team. So, I mean, it's that type of thing. So, I don't know. I mean, sure, we'll tune in. We'll see. I might spend my time doing something else, but you know what? The floor is yours if there's anything else that you would like to talk about.
Lastly but not least, honorable mention. Shout out to everyone that went to the WrestleCade 2025.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what WrestleCade is? It's like the biggest Comic-Con for wrestling fans on the independents. They were in North Carolina this year. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there, but man, everyone was there. Your favorite unsigned professional wrestlers, all of them were there. So shout out to you guys. You guys did a great job.
And speaking of the Carolinas, also shout out to everyone at Mucha Lucha ATL who had their first out of state show, South Carolina. And there's been some controversy around surrounding, familiar people who went and those who did not.
Right.
And I have been painted as a villain, which, if I was really that bad of a person, would a champ as yourself associate with me? I really don't think so.
Never.
So
someone said that they was left off Bad and Bougie? I ain't seen nobody left off Bad and Bougie. The people who was supposed to be there was there, brother. I got my pictures.
I'm saying. And I don't know. There's when someone feels slighted, they tend to love the pity. They tend to love people feeling sympathetic towards them. And when that happens, they tend to exaggerate some things.
Hyperbolize.
Like, if you already hate the heel, why not hate the heel more? So Flex had some words about being left home in Atlanta, Georgia. And I, being the man of, morality that I am.
Valor, yes.
Thank you very much. I will not use this opportunity to talk about what really went down November 25th, last week, Tuesday. because some things were said about me that were not true. I'm fine with being right and people not liking me for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with that. But I own my stuff. I own it. But when you add a little some extra, yeah, I gotta tell you, some of your brothers had some choice things to say to me on the
Mm.
side, and I'm like, only if y'all knew, I'm not in the wrong here. It's not what it looks like, but I will allow Flex. I will allow Flex to tell the truth
Mm.
whenever he's ready.
Mm.
And that's all I gotta say about that. I am not in a courtroom. I do not need to provide evidence. All I am saying is I am not what they are making me out to look like.
I believe you, brother. I believe you, brother. Because one thing that you need to know about the fake 2 count kings is they have a monkey see, monkey do type of mentality.
Ah,
If one person's sad, they all sad. If one person's happy, they all happy. You know what I mean?
sounds like a
So
follower.
yeah, the biggest,
Hmm.
the biggest. They are the biggest followers. Which is why I don't understand why now that I'm the champion, since they want to follow, they can't follow me. They don't want to follow me. Their champion. Flex is champion even. Since he don't want to be a party, he belongs to whatever he wants to belong to, but I am still the champion of the thing that he belongs to. Is what
That's
I
right.
need them to understand. You know? But
This is giving Randy becoming world champion and Triple H not liking that. And Evolution,
yeah.
well, the infamous thumbs down. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. And Flex wants to play victim. You know why I'm wearing these shades? I'm the one who's really hurt. But you
Oh
know what?
no.
It's all good. It's all good
Now are you
because
okay though?
oh, I'm
Because you
bro.
don't deserve none of this, by the way.
I
You
don't.
don't deserve any of this. Your
I
friend
really,
decides that he wants to be selfish. And I feel so sorry for him. Let me know. El Grande know if you need anything, Star.
I
Because
appreciate
star to
that.
star, come on, brother. Stick
And that's
together.
that's why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Is there anything else that you would like to get off your chest, sir?
Anything else? Shout out to Nikki Blackheart. Shout out to Las Toxicas.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to say Star, the original Lyeska was in my hand. And on top of that, did not even take a picture with Mr. Iguana because why?
All right.
I took the picture with the real Star.
But star, exactly.
What is Mr. Iguana without the iguana?
Mister.
Mister.
Mister. Yeah.
Mister. Mr.
Yeah.
What? Kennedy Anderson? Like I don't know. Who are you? So man, this has been fun.
No, it really has. It really has. It man, what I feel a big weight just leaving my shoulders. You don't understand how happy it makes me to have this and know that Marcus don't have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is his pride and joy.
Mm.
And to know that I took that away from him helps me sleep well at night.
Yep.
Lets me know that I'm doing the right thing as El Grande Y Negro.
And
Because
this episode, sorry to cut you off, this episode, I thought it was the Thanksgiving food that was weighing on me heavy.
Mm.
Nah, it was flex.
it was flex. It was flex.
It was flex.
Just nagging. Just wearing down. It gets worse sometimes, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm not a bad person. I actually care about his well-being. And that should say a lot about who I am. Misunderstood.
See, brother, I can sympathize with that, but I am a big picture, bottom line type of fellow.
Mm-hmm.
If the goal is still the goal, and if you're not doing anything to help reach that goal, I should be able to cut you off. Correct?
Correct.
We just gotta cut them off, dog.
Mm.
Because I want world domination. I want to have the world. I am El Grande Y Negro. I want to be the champion of the world. I'm only the champion of 3 Count Kings, but that's just the starting point. That's the starting point. You know what I mean?
They still got to call you champ.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And they don't understand that sometimes.
Woo. Well, you know what? This has been fun.
Yes.
I ain't going to take up more of your time.
Yeah, man.
There is still a lot more to be said, but we got to hear from other people. We got to hear from other people who hopefully they start telling the truth. But this is Star TL.
Mm-hmm.
This is the true megastar. Not the megastar who can't win the big one.
Yeah.
This is El Grande Y Negro. This is royalty. This is a champion. This is your champion. This is the future.
Yes, sir. Orderly.
Orale.